USC wins its second straight game over UCLA, a 36-14 victory at the Rose Bowl. Zach Helfand, Bill Plaschke, I'm Lindsay Theory. This is Ben Bolch and Jesse Doherty with the Los Angeles Times. Bill, this game was a little bit close. The Bruins, in fact, took the lead. They regained the lead, and then it was all downhill from there.
Tremendous for like a quarter and 2 minutes. 7-0, 7-all, 14-7. It was a great 14-all, great crosstown rivalry. Then what the expected happened. What everybody thought was going to happen happened. USC just dominated them, just rolled them, twice as many yards, twice as many plays. So it was fun for a while. Then it was pretty much expected.
Fun for a while, and then it was really boring, Zach, because USC.
You said boring. I didn't say boring.
I said boring. SC more than 500 yards, time of possession 40 minutes to about 16 minutes, and then Sam Darnold just ran all over these guys.
Well, I think you see the difference between the running game at UCLA and USC's running defense. They let up 47 yards in the first quarter, and then just 8 yards for the whole game after that. So that's why you hold the ball for 44 minutes. That's how you do it.
Ben, they came out with a pretty big spark, looked good to start the game. What do you think really was the turning point? What went wrong for the Bruins?
Well, some third downs they couldn't convert, but the thing that's going to stand out to me, 55 yards rushing on Jim Moore's 55th birthday. I think that's kind of sums up the season right there for UCLA.
That's almost a mic drop moment. We're going to keep going. Jesse, you were in the post game. You spoke with Jim Mora. How did he react to this game?
He was kind of emotional. I think because of the senior day aspect, he wanted to get the win for them. So I don't think he got choked up, but he kind of like caught himself a little bit when talking about the seniors. And that was kind of the, message from everyone, is that they wanted to win for them more than anything. And they were kind of disappointed they weren't able to.
Forgettable game for the Bruins. Of course, for USC, it's their 7th consecutive win, which, Zach, means they're well on their way, perhaps, depending on what goes on, Utah versus Colorado, to a Pac-12 championship game.
Now, don't confuse us. Make it simple.
I'm not going to confuse it.
Keep it simple.
Okay, so
tell the readers.
I'm going to tell a story here.
Oh,
Adoree Jackson was in his hotel room. Don't give me that. He was in his hotel room, he heard a big scream. He thought there was a fight going on. Actually, Utah had just lost to Oregon. So that means that if Utah beats Colorado next week, then UCLA goes to the Pac-12 championship game. USC. UCLA is not going to the Pac-12 championship game.
Come on, Zach.
They definitely aren't. Come on,
Zach.
Zach.
Ask him for scenarios ever again, Lindsay.
Never again.
Here,
That's the last time. Wait, Bill.
Here's
a scenario. Tell me the Clay Helton scenario right now.
Clay Helton's looking pretty good, isn't he? Thank you very much, Bill Plaschke. No, the bottom line is Utah wins. USC goes to the Pac-12 championship game, in which they will probably then go to the Rose Bowl, because they'd be playing the Huskies in the Pac-12 championship game. They'd either beat them to go to the Rose Bowl, or they'd get in because the Huskies go to the CFP playoffs. USC, can you name 4 teams better than them right now in the country? In the country, I ask you all, in the country right now, USC should be the top 4. They won't be, but they should be.
At this point, yes, but a lot of people have not seen SC play since they got rolled over by Alabama. Of course, they'll get that chance next week when they play Notre Dame, 12:30 on ABC.
Finally, they get an early game. By the way, the Rose Bowl tonight felt like it was a ghost town. 20,000 empty seats because there was a late TV start. The Pac-12 TV networks, the Pac-12 TV deal is horrible, the worst in all of sports. Proved it again tonight. Or
they knew that your coach, Clay Helton, was going to roll over those Bruins. Ben, what about UCLA? Obviously, this has been a very disappointing season for them. Do they have anything left to play for against Cal in their final game?
Well, the only thing left is to beep their way back into a bowl game via the 5 and 7.
That's a backing it up into the bowl game.
Is that what he was doing?
Beep. Back it up. Yeah.
5 and 7 with the counting on the APR scores to get them in, a la Nebraska last year in the Foster Farms Bowl. So that's like the best case scenario for UCLA right now, which is looking unlikely.
And the worst case scenario, obviously, is that the season's over after next week.
Yeah, and I expect some assistant coaching changes for sure. Particularly on offense. I think that's going to be the storyline to watch in the offseason.
Ben, what a tease.
If they get in the Foster Farms Bowl, will you be there? If UCLA is in the Foster Farms Bowl, I'm saying right now, I will cover that game.
Bill, I will not go to the Foster Farms Bowl,
and
I'm
right now.
even on the edge about going to the Holiday Bowl. I know, Bill, we've spent some No, not UCLA, SC.
Yeah, if SC's in the Holiday Bowl, I'm not going to. Well, Zach, we're not listening to you because you got UCLA in the Pac-12 championship game.
All right, so that'll do it for us tonight from the Rose Bowl. Once again, USC defeats UCLA for a 2nd consecutive season. 7 straight victories for the Trojans this season. With Zach, Bill, Ben, and Jesse, I'm Lindsay for the Los Angeles Times.